Hi yogis, welcome back. This is a conversation about how and why to use Sanskrit in your instruction. The yoga practice is a spot to create space for understanding. Students come to their mat to understand why they feel a particular way, what their purpose is, and how to navigate through life's difficult and joyful experiences. The physical practice is students showing up to experience the practice, experience this navigation at their own level. And describing the practice using Sanskrit is a nuance that captures the practice beyond simply the physical shape of the poses. So beyond describing Warrior Two as extending your arms out from your shoulders and fixing your gaze on your right middle finger, you go beyond that and you attach philosophy to the shape of the poses with just one word. So with the Warrior Two warrior sequence, warriors 1 through 3, they are in Sanskrit Virabhadrasana A, B, and C. And they represent a battle against your ego. Ego translates to avidya in Sanskrit. And describing the poses, Virabhadrasana A, B, and C, you're creating this this spiritual geography for this timeless questioning, this timeless application of yoga. Avidya is the battle against your ego. It's suffering from avidya means that you suffer from ignorance, misunderstanding, and incorrect knowledge of who you are. So if you are suffering from avidya, you mistake your thoughts for being the totality of your existence. So for example, if you're suffering abject misery as a result of a romantic breakup, if you think that misery is going to last forever and is going to consume you forever, that mistaken understanding that your thoughts are the totality of your existence, that is avidya. Conversely, if you are feeling extreme joy on a vacation and you mistakenly think that the joy is going to last forever, that's another example of mistaking your thoughts for the totality of existence. These feelings, this abject misery or this bliss, blissful joy, they are consuming, but they are not everything. So everything is a moment-to-moment acceptance of your current circumstances, regardless of what they are. And the absence of these things, so the presence of bliss on vacation is a wonderful thing, but its absence must not create sorrow. And that is misunderstanding. So you're misunderstanding, you're thinking that this joy that you feel on vacation is the totality of your existence and it's all you'll ever know. And of course, that's misunderstanding. So Virabhadrasana, the warrior poses, they represent your battle against avidya, against misunderstanding. Yoga it's simple in its execution, but it's really complex in its description. And the use of Sanskrit helps to manifest the practice in a nuanced way that uses a lot of English terms and ideas to describe. So you can represent the practice using Sanskrit. You can represent this complex practice using a single word. The battle against avidya it's timeless, it's borderless, and it applies to all generations. And it is that battle against the ego, whether we know it or not, that's the battle that keeps us coming back to the yoga mat, this quest to understand this quest to understand ourselves in the world, and this quest for the moment-to-moment peacefulness regardless of circumstances. So Sanskrit, in this case, Virabhadrasana A, battling avidya, summarizes this universal concept using a concise word. Yoga is enduring in its application. It's relevant to anyone. Like I said, it defies borders. It's available to all generations, and it's enduringly modern, but it's a timeless practice. we're going to do a quick warrior sequence. I'm going to describe the poses using the physical placement of your limbs, using the shape, and you're going to see if you can understand the nuance of the practice through these three Virabhadrasana poses. We'll start with Virabhadrasana A, Warrior 1 on the right side. So your right foot pointing to the top of the mat, your left foot, your back foot is at about 45 degrees. Inhale, your hands up and towards the ceiling, and then broaden across your chest. So press equally into both feet. Virabhadrasana A is a challenging standing pose, and you settle into it just gradually. With each exhale, settle a little bit deeper into the pose. And then you start to create this moment-to-moment acceptance that you're in the pose, but it's not permanent. So the pose itself represents the impermanence of any sensation. And the language used to describe the pose, Virabhadrasana A, represents the battle against misunderstanding. So switch sides, bring your hands to your waist, just pivot your feet. For symmetry, we'll practice it on the left side. Press into both feet. Inhale, your hands up to the ceiling. Virabhadrasana A. You are strong and stable, and you have the stamina to persevere against discomfort. You can either press your hands together overhead, or you can have your hands wide. Straighten your legs. Come into Warrior 2, same side. So left feet pointing forward to the front of the mat. Bend your left knee deeply. Press equally into both feet. Watch out for your pet. Spruceman only does Shavasana. His ego is in check. He understands the moment-to-moment existence. So Warrior 2, extend your arms out from your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And then fix your gaze on your left hand, your outstretched hand. So the allegorical model here, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B, represents you firmly grounded in the present moment. Your front hand is reaching into the future, your back hand is extending into the past, but you are strong and stable in this moment. You're neither for nor against the experience, you're just in it. Switch sides, Virabhadrasana B, second side. Turn your right toes forward, press equally into both feet. Maybe bring your right hand down to your knee and sort of press your right knee outwardly so that you can see, if you close one eye, you can still see your big toe. Extend your arms out. Be strong and steady in the present moment. Right hand reaching into the future, left hand extending into the past, but you're right here. And then the final Virabhadrasana pose, Virabhadrasana C, Warrior 3. This is where you win the battle against your ego. So this is a strong, steady, balancing pose. Start on your left foot, extend your right foot out behind you. Keep your hands on your waist, so find your balance on your left foot. And then your hands extend forward like arrows. You're piercing that misunderstanding and arriving at this moment-to-moment peacefulness. Virabhadrasana C, battling your ego, battling avidya. Press out through your back heel. Reach your fingertips as far forward as you can. Take one more breath here. And then stand up. Other side. Virabhadrasana C, second side. So your back foot, your flying foot, your toes are flexed towards your knees. Dorsiflexion, it's sometimes called. Hands reaching out as far forward as you can, palms facing each other, and really energetically reach your fingers forward. Take one more breath here, and then exhale and stand up. Bring your hands to heart center. Press down into your feet. Feel yourself grounded, firm and steady. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for practicing with me. Till we meet again.